Yeah, I think in our offense, and I've talked about this in earlier press conferences, our offense is kind of like a fine wine in and of itself. It's just like the aging process. It just takes time to get the reads down sometimes, and that's why when you have a group that could stick together in the past, the Kate Martin era, Caitlin, is like they had now played that 4 years, and then they kind of knew exactly what to look for when. And then you had one of the highest IQs to ever play it in Caitlin, right? So this particular group it took a little time, and we're still not where I'd really love to be, because it can be a little tough sledding, and I think that'll be the thing moving forward. We're just sometimes inconsistent offensively. But we got better enough in it. So I think that was one thing. They started to really get confidence. I'm like, oh, if I do drive and I look for Taylor, that is going to be open. And then if Taylor's covered, we'll do what we call a reverse circle, and then I can attack the closeout, and voila, I got two. So a lot of that took time. But, we do work on that culture piece a lot. You have to allot certain hours for practice. You can only be with them 20 hours a week. And then we've always paid attention to, sometimes you sacrifice an X's and O's to make sure that it's right in here, and really learning how people communicate and what you need may be different than what, Ryan needs or whatever. So I think that was worth it. And then I think the culture is the culture here, and the standard is the standard. And the seniors just, the freshmen, wish I could play more. Everybody, Gino's, Don Staley's freshmen, they all want to do more. But there's those times, right? And when it steadies, and when you want to be a star in your role and not so fixate on the starring role, beautiful things can then become to happen. You hope it is, right? Because that's what they know, right? It's what they had fun, they know how hard it is. The Big Ten championship game last year was just such a barn burner, right? So I think they just have a really good perspective. They're excited, they have confidence, they kind of know what to expect, but they also know that March is filled with the unexpected. So I think it's nice to have that, because I think our seniors earlier, our vets were a little inconsistent, and the freshmen were kind of leading us. I think the vets have mostly settled. So hopefully, they can lead them into that. And I hope it's that confidence and the memory, and the, just playing with a lightness and a joy that'll kind of carry us to some fun in March. I think so. I feel like it's one of the toughest leagues in the country. I think that's pretty well understood. I'm proud of that. I'm grateful for it. I think all of us would have taken that bet in May. And where this group was about 5 years or 5 months, weeks ago, I don't know if a lot of people would have thought maybe we could have put that together. And so I think any conference you're in, I think basketball, when you hit that 20 win mark, you have a sense of accomplishment, because that usually has meant really good things for the postseason if you get the at-larges and so forth. But I think that was one thing when I started. I thought, man, if we could get to that would be great. So I'm personally very happy, and I'm really happy for this team, especially what they had to do to get here. Whoever, I think Sean had the scout, that's a good thing, because then he doesn't have to pour over someone you played 2 months ago, right? I think it is just a thing, right? Every coach, you could probably find a reason why you don't want to play someone, and then you always want to play someone else that you're not playing, and have you play that team, then you wish you were playing the other team. So I think it'll be interesting. They should have some confidence with the first half, right? Hopefully we have some confidence with how we came out in the second half, but I don't really have a feeling. I'm just, I just know, not my first rodeo. Anything happens in March, and so it doesn't really matter. You got to be ready, and if you're not ready, then you don't get to have as much fun. So I do think we'll be ready. I'd like to think it. I don't think I'll have to get their attention with, how that first half went. to see her have that performance. We saw a little bit more of that at times last year, at different times this year, but it's been a little bit more inconsistent due to defenses, due to, just been the way I think sometimes the game's called. She couldn't quite get in a rhythm with fouls. So I just am really happy for Hannah. They all put in so much work, and, everybody, she's, really sacrificed a lot from the 4 to the 5, and, played the 4 to start and the 5. So just happy. And I hope that's going to bode well for the Big Ten tournament, that she's going in with that type of confidence.
Yeah, it's been a lot, but I can't thank everyone enough for just accepting me and embracing this team. Yeah, I don't know. It's been so much, but everyone's been so great, and my teammates. I feel like I've been here for forever, so that's been really nice. She knew it was a special day today, so our minds might be all over the place, but at halftime she gave it to us a little bit and made sure we locked in. And we all just, we had to focus up. But we've been in a lot of situations of close games, which has helped us grow and not peel back on the pressure. We stepped up to it. So I think some experience from the beginning of the wonky season has gotten us to be able to step up in those moments. Yeah, I think we're hitting it at the right spot. Coach Shea has always said, be your best in March. And I think we're doing just that. The beginning was a little wonky, but we figured that out, and I'm excited. Momentum's on our side right now.
Yeah, I think it's great. I feel good coming off that pretty good showing for me. So going into the tournament after playing like that, I feel good, and I'll be good for my teammates. Yeah, I felt great. I was missing some shots, so a couple of those were just off my missed shots, which, yeah. But yeah, I think we all really wanted to get a win for the seniors, their last game in Carver, so yeah, I think that boosted my energy a bit.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I don't really look at the scoring that much, it's more of the win, so I'm just proud that we got the win today, and I mean, going into the tournament on a loss would have been bad, so I'm glad we just got the win today. But yeah, I can't believe I'm a senior and here at Iowa, it all doesn't seem real.